Hello there everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Long Live Rock and Roll podcast. To my right is my esteemed co-host, Mr. Felipe Amorim. Hello, Felipe.
Hi, Laz. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys doing all right.
We thought we would throw together this special little episode, considering that we're coming up to the end of the year. It's the end of the... I know we started in August, but this is the first year Long Live Rock and Roll podcast has got to the end of the year.
We've made it.
We've made it, yeah. Looks like we've made it. What's that?
Yeah.
Blur.
Well, I think so, yes.
Looks like we might have made it.
Yes.
So anyway, we thought, we're really happy with how things have gone. We thank everyone who has tuned into any of our episodes, whether you've listened to one or two, or whether you tune in every other Monday morning as soon as the episode's released. We just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has been with us on this journey. We've got so much more planned to come, which we're going to tell you about at the end of the episode. But yeah, we thought that we'd end 2021 on a Christmas special high.
Wow, the Christmas vibe.
This is it.
So looking forward to it.
We might have to... I said this is a special episode. It's going to be special in more ways than one. We might have a segment that is called Felipe Unleashed in this one.
It has never happened before.
Do you know what? Screw it. This is a special episode. Let's start. Everyone, welcome to Felipe Unleashed. So Felipe, tell us why you're unleashing today on this Christmas special.
I'm unleashing my anger towards Christmas songs.
There you go. What a way to start the episode, the Christmas special.
All right, I don't want to rant about it, but...
No, go for it, man. Go for it.
Oh, man, Christmas songs. Let's start talking about Christmas itself. I like the purpose of Christmas. There's a religious side to it, which is really cool, positive message about everything that comes with Christmas. But and I like being reunited with my family and friends. Traditionally, I go to see some of my friends around Christmas time and spend time with my family. I love those aspects of Christmas. I love there's a really good excuse to get together with people you like, but I don't like the whole vibe around it, not of the people I know and my family. I don't like the fact that the world is committed to Christmas, and then it's Christmas songs everywhere and Santa Claus everywhere, and it's just.
Do you know my problem is that how early people do it.
Yeah,
and it gets earlier every year.
It's like, why don't you just say 4 days before? I know, I understand, the fact that the shops need to sell stuff and Christmas is a good motivator.
Yeah, but it's at the point now where the Christmas stuff goes out before Halloween.
Oh man, they started the Christmas decorations in end of October in Oxford Street. End of October.
Jesus.
Yeah, the Christmas decorations were up. Anyway, Felipe Unleashed, right? So here's the thing. I like, I like the good aspects of Christmas, but I don't like the fact that it's mandatory that everyone needs to listen to Christmas songs and everyone needs to, play Christmas songs. And I feel a bit overwhelmed by that.
They really are stuffed down
It's like, it's a bit, as you said about a particular song that I don't want to mention now, it's a bit patronizing, isn't it? Oh, it's Christmas. You need to be happy right now because you need to be in a Christmas vibe now in October.
Well, listen, listen, Asda, playing me the Christmas music. It's mid-November. I'm trying to save money for Christmas. I don't have enough money. I don't want to be told to be happy.
Exactly, and also, okay, when it comes to Christmas songs, you have the mandatory thing. You need to tick all the boxes. It's got to be up-tempo, positive, and you got to have, some bells and why, and has to be cheesy. You can't write a Christmas song that's not cheesy. I might not know enough about Christmas songs. Well, so there might be some interesting ones out there, but just the fact that everywhere you go, there's a Christmas song being played, I'm not a big fan of it. That's it. I mean...
There we go.
That's it.
Felipe Unleashed. Thank you. Well, I think with regards to... Oh, well, hold on. This is my time to say that, disclaimer, I do not agree with I do not necessarily. What's the disclaimer? I do not necessarily agree
with what's being said.
With what is being
segment,
said by this segment by Felipe. There you go. I finally got to say it. But I think it's interesting what you said about the quality and the cheesiness of the song, because it's almost definitely the cheesiness level goes up as the decades go on. Because I think
Mariah Carey, everyone.
Mariah Carey,
yeah.
And when all these, do you know what I don't understand nowadays is why a good new pop Christmas song can't be written. All of the pop stars nowadays are just covering the old ones.
Oh yeah, well maybe we got to a point in the history of humankind that everything that has to be said in a Christmas song has been said. People run out of words about it.
I think I could write a Christmas song though.
Well, could you write one?
I think I could. Yeah.
There you go.
We should just
I wish you a rock and roll Christmas.
We could.
We could write something like that.
Do you know what? I'm going to do this now.
I wish you a non-patronizing Christmas.
I'm going to vow and make a actually not a promise. I will try my hardest, our audience, to write a Christmas song for Christmas 2022.
Wow.
There you go. You have my commitment, guys. I will try and write a rock and roll Christmas song that can be played in Asda for Christmas 2022. That's it. You have my promise. My commitment. I will try very hard and check back in a year to see how I'm getting on.
God, well, you have a whole year, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have time to
how hard can it be?
Why don't you do it more piano based than guitars? Then Asda can play it.
Yeah.
If it's too distorted, you can't play in the supermarket. Loud guitars and kind of shit. That's the problem, though. It's not going to be that rock and roll.
No. Yeah. Well, I suppose that's true because it has to be accessible.
Well, it can be Fats Domino or Jerry Lee Lewis kind of rock and roll.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I thought, just we always do a little bit of an informative side on our episodes, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about the history of Christmas music. I've just got one or two little facts here that I did some research on. Do you want to have a guess?
Oh, yeah.
But what year the first Christmas Carol came out? I'll give you a scope. I'll give you between the year 1200 and the year 1800.
Oh, I would say year 2.
Year 2?
So Christ was born. Next year, someone was writing a Christmas song to annoy everyone.
A non-believer. He's like, yeah, have this.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse us.
Yeah.
So, in 1426, the first Christmas Carol was written by John Audley. Actually, it was a collection of 25 Christmas carols, including the 12 Days of Christmas, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, and O Christmas Tree. That I was reading somewhere that in 4th century Rome, poems and musical, I don't want to say songs, musical excerpts were being written and performed for the celebration of Christmas.
All right.
But I don't believe there were lyrics.
Oh, I see.
So
like
Christmas
poems.
music was, poems. Sorry, yeah. So there were lyrics on the poems, but on the musical side of it, some people just wrote music to celebrate Christmas. So you're right. 4th century. So that's 4 years AD.
Really?
Yeah, in the Roman times. So yeah, but the first Christmas carols by John Audley in 1426. That's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, and
we're singing the same songs.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, no, but I like these ones. I like the old ones.
All right.
Then I was doing my research, and there's actually a lot that went on with regards to Christmas music. So I won't bore you all with the ins and outs. But basically, one of these kings.
It's still a rock and roll show.
It is, yeah. One of these kings. Actually, this is rock and roll. One of these kings came in and banned Christmas music.
He banned.
Yeah. He was like, we're not doing this anymore.
That's my guy.
There it is, yeah. But that's rock and roll.
Yeah. So no one did. So Led Zeppelin.
Anyway, after I can't remember when the Stuarts were put back into power, and during the Victorian era, the Christmas carols, there was a resurgence in them, and there was a lot of religious revival.
The Stuarts, right?
The Stuarts, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
they're on my blacklist now.
But anyway, the Victorian era, the surging Christmas carols came back. We started hearing for the first time carols like Silent Night, O Little Town of Bethlehem, O Holy Night. Are these songs you know of?
Because some of them.
They're pretty British, I think.
No, some of them I know, yeah. They're fairly well known, aren't they?
I thought Silent Night for sure, but I mean things like, I don't know. God rest ye merry gentlemen. Is that one you know?
God
Rest ye merry gentlemen. Da, da, ba.
Never heard.
So these, I think these are carols. Yeah.
Maybe I know less Christmas songs than everyone else because
Yeah. Well, interestingly, pre 1930, you have a lot of traditional religious Christmas music, and this was all based around the religious aspect of it. Jesus' birth, which essentially that's all it is, really.
Yeah.
Then post 1930, this is interesting, and this is the rock and roll aspect of it. Christmas music became westernized and Americanized, and instead of making it about religion, they made it about the characters: Santa Claus, Rudolph, Noel.
Oh, I see. So they have a big shift in terms of
I don't know how big it was at the time, but definitely post 1930 is when I suppose you could say it became westernized, and a lot of people, a lot of musicians were singing, like I said, about the what do you want to call it? The more, I don't know, the more fun side of Christmas.
Yeah. And because the fictional characters and all that stuff. Yeah.
Anyway,
or even let's put it like the most commercial side of Christmas, if I can say that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking how commercial a song would have been in 1935.
Well,
and what
people were selling things, but they probably were not selling songs the same way we sell them today, associating them to a certain product, or you
got to think also, post 1930, that's post World War One.
Yeah,
I wonder if that had an influence on things. If you've been singing religious Christmas songs for hundreds of years before, I know the World War One ended before 1930, but at the same time, if the world has been through a world war, maybe that's the impetus for people to write songs about characters. Yeah, Santa Claus, Rudolph. That's purely my guess, my opinion.
Well, we never know what was going on in people's minds at the time, But certainly the world has changed after the First World War, and it changed a lot. So maybe it changed people's mindset as well, and they start thinking in a different way. They start looking for other reasons to be alive. Oh, that was philosophical, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good. Anyway, do you know what? I want to ask you something. I want to ask you what do you... If I say Christmas music, what musical thoughts come to your head?
No musical thoughts at all.
Really?
I have some thoughts about my childhood, about my grandmother singing songs to me. That was it. I think that's the most relevant feeling I have about it.
Yeah, and I wonder if those kind of feelings are brought back to everyone at this time of year.
Yeah, probably they do, and I hope people have good things to remember and think about. As I said to you, the family aspect of Christmas and even the religious aspect of Christmas are really cool, and I like them. What I don't like is the whole,
parade, charade.
Yes, exactly. It's a bit too much sometimes.
No, the reason I asked you the question is because personally, for me, forget any of those songs, those pop songs. When someone says to me Christmas music, there's one very obscure reference that I think of, and that's the movie Ben-Hur, which I watched for the first time. It's wicked, isn't it? My brother, my brother Tarek, he showed me that movie a couple of years ago, and I mean, it's a long movie. It's such a long movie that that you start at Christmas and you end at Easter. Yeah, because that's it. Jesus dies at the end of the movie.
It's a lifetime story.
It is, yeah. But the one musical theme that stays with me whenever I hear Christmas music is the intro of Ben-Hur, when the wise men turn up to the barn and Jesus has been born, and there's this lovely little and it's played by the flutes, and
so it's actually Christmas because it happens
exactly at the time Jesus' birth. Yeah. So again, it's not a Christmas song, but it's something that I relate if you say Christmas music, I'll think of all the classics, but then Ben-Hur will also pop up.
Yeah, and there's a few sounds and melodies that you associate with Christmas songs. Yeah. That's what I particularly dislike about it. You have to follow a certain formula, and it's like, all right.
I think interestingly as well, I've just spoken about Ben-Hur, and it's just brought back to my mind movies like Home Alone, because you've got John Williams.
It's a Christmas movie. Oh, I love
but you've got John Williams music in it.
Yeah, and it's Christmassy. Yeah,
exactly.
it is. Yeah,
but no lyrics.
Well,
Maybe that's what makes it so good.
Yeah, maybe that's why I like those ones.
Oh, God. Excellent. Right, well, we thought we'd do a couple of... we already did one new segment because we did Felipe Unleashed. But now we're going to do what I'm going to call the Naughty or Nice Christmas list. Oh. So in this Naughty or Nice segment, what we're going to do is I'm going to go through on Spotify the classic Christmas songs that everyone, well, I say that everyone wants to hear, but that everyone is forced to hear at that time of year. Anyway, Christmas hits. So Felipe is going to tell us whether a Christmas song is naughty and gets a piece of coal and gets thrown in the fire, or if it's nice and it can be put in the stocking, which we'll call the Spotify playlist. Okay, here we go. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey.
Oh, nothing against Mariah. I think she's a great singer. It's not my cup of tea in terms of music, but she's a great singer. But
Naughty.
God, naughty.
Okay. Last Christmas by Wham.
Naughty.
It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, Andy Williams.
Naughty.
Naughty, that one.
All of them.
Oh, no. How about this one? Feliz Navidad.
Oh, that's a cool one. That's nice.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there we go.
Nice.
Okay. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Bruce Springsteen.
Naughty.
Okay. Let's see. Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes.
Don't know that one.
No, just hear those sleigh bells ringing.
Naughty. Don't like it.
Really?
Don't like it already.
Winter Wonderland, Tony Bennett.
How do I know that one?
Walking in a winter wonderland.
You have a good voice for jazz, Laz.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They'll be singing by the fire.
I like Tony Bennett. He's really good, but naughty.
Oh, dear. You're really anti-Christmas.
No.
Guys, when I planned this episode...
I told you the things I like about Christmas just now.
Just not the music, fair enough. You're really anti-Christmas music.
Yeah.
Let's do a few more. What about... Let's see. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Naughty.
Naughty, okay. My God. Little Drummer Boy, do you know that one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Hey, there you go.
Cool. Of course, it's nice.
Here Comes Santa Claus.
Naughty.
Naughty, fair enough, okay. All I Want... Oh, no. Oh, that was the... Oh, do you know what? I've forgotten the one by the rock band.
Slade.
Yeah, what's the song called?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's right. Is that naughty or nice?
Oh, that's nice.
There we go. Is that because it's a rock and roll band?
Yeah.
What about? Do you know that song "Walking in the Air"?
No.
It's kind of classical. I'm sure you've heard it. It's We're walking in the air. Naughty. Fair enough. Let's.
I know more Christmas songs than I thought. Like God, I'm surprised.
All you've done is realise that you hate more than you knew.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, that's the end of that segment. We'll call that a day there. I think we've got 2 nice songs, so that's all good.
Well, yeah.
All of them will be in the Spotify playlist.
Okay.
Just take note of which ones Felipe's put in the nice list and the naughty list. And on the other side of this, guys, we would love to hear your favourite Christmas songs, or if you agree with Felipe and you don't like any of them, tell us. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Tell us why you don't like them or why you like them.
And now we're going to end the episode shortly, but before that we're going to do one more segment, which is going to be Laz and Felipe's Top 5. So as the name of the segment suggests, we are going to present to you our top 5 Christmas songs. So,
hooray!
Felipe, would you like to do your 5th one?
Yeah. So there's actually only 5 Christmas songs that I like. So that's good.
So you didn't even have to get it down from 10 to 5. Your job was easy today.
A couple of cheesy ones. White Christmas. That's my number 5.
Yeah, lovely dream.
Do you want to do your number 5 or should I do
No, I'll do mine. So my number 5 is the one I said earlier, Walking in the Air by Peter Auti, because it's the theme, it's the main song of that movie, The Snowman, And that brings back a lot of memories from my childhood. We used to watch that every Christmas. Yeah. Your number 4, sir?
Number 4, Jingle Bells by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. Anything by Frank.
Well, if you loved and lost like Frank did,
then you know what life's about.
Exactly.
How did we get a Spinal Tap reference in on the Christmas episode?
Well, I had to do it.
Oh my goodness, Jesus.
Yeah, so right. Frank. Sorry. You know, some people don't understand Frank.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, you threw me off there, man. That was unexpected, but I love it. Oh my goodness, right? I'll do my number 4. Okay, my number 4 is "It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas" by Bing Crosby. I just love his voice.
All right.
I think this is the one song that I would allow to be played at the end of November. Just a quick thing: if Laz had his way, Christmas music wouldn't be allowed to be played until 2 weeks before Christmas Day.
There you go.
But this song I'd allow at the start of December.
Why are you not the president of the world?
Well, I ask myself this every morning.
Because people...
I can't... No answers, you know. But anyway. And I think It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas really sets the wonderful mood for December. And regardless of it being a Christmas Day specific song, I feel happy in December that it actually is the season to be jolly. Excuse the obvious Christmas pun. But yeah, no, I really like that song. Your number 3, sir?
My number 3. So that's when things start to get interesting. Merry Christmas, everybody, but it's late. We talked about it, and I know some people don't like the song because they like Slade and they don't like this particular song. They've done a
Christmas song.
And I think it is a shuffle groove. It's an up-tempo thing, and it feels like this is a rock band playing a rock song that happens to be about Christmas. And I've played the song live a few times, and even the people who usually say, "Oh, it's a bit cheesy," isn't it? And they end up singing along to it.
Yeah.
You know, all you need is 1 pint or 2, and then you get into the vibe of this song. So it's a good rock song.
Yeah, fantastic. Just
to remind everyone, this is still a rock show, not a Christmas podcast. So it's a rock song by a rock band. It's late. Well done.
Fair enough. Right. My number 3 is "Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow" by Dean Martin.
Boring.
I admit that my appreciation for this song comes mainly because it's Dean Martin and his wonderful voice, but at the same time,
that's a good musical reason for liking.
Yeah, but at the same time, I like the melody. I seem to like these mid-1900s songs, you know, the 50s and 60s and 70s, because there's a certain charm about them. There's a certain, you know, Sinatra, Elvis, Dean Martin, they were all able to release Christmas albums where they're just full of Christmas songs, but their versions of them. But that did not, and to me still does not, come across as cheesy.
I see.
Because in those times, it was still classy for Sinatra to release a Christmas album.
Oh yeah,
that's what I mean. There's no cheesiness about this. Yeah, excellent. Your number 2, please.
My number 2 would be "Happy Christmas, War Is Over" by John and Yoko.
Lovely song.
For one specific reason, which is delivering a good message of peace, and I like the idea. Like, they have the message, the war is over if you want it, and they did all the publicity campaign, as you know, and it's it's a good idea, and it's John is a guy who points a finger at you, like that song Instant Karma. You know, it's like instant karma is going to get you. So it feels to me like his lyrics is pointing a finger at you and say, you should have done something, boy. And this song is a bit like that, but way more positive. Is like, it's Christmas, what have you done kind of stuff. But it's positive. I like it.
Interestingly as well, it is so close to a Beatles song in terms of how he's written it. Now, if you listen to a lot of Christmas songs, then you're going to hear a lot of major chords, a lot of happy melodies. But this isn't all happy, is it? There's a lot of minor chords played in there. Because, like you said, the overall message is that, well, have a good Christmas, but there are still wars. Yeah, have you done anything? There are still wars raging on in this world.
Exactly.
I think it's actually one of the few Christmas songs that makes you appreciate what you have, but also take a step back and think, what else can I do?
Exactly. It's not only, let's just be happy because it's Christmas. Well, we should be happy, we should have hope, but also, you know, that's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Musical freedom, to be able to go away from the tradition of writing a Christmas song and do something a bit different. So he was a true rocker when he did that. So
Absolutely,
that's what I mean.
Well, my number 2 would be The Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. Do you know that one?
No.
No, it's the boys of the NYPD choir came living Galway Bay.
Oh, don't I?
And the bells.
No.
Because it's one of the most non-cheesy pop songs. It's actually it's got the most. It's one. I think it's one of the most famous Christmas songs, but it's done by a band and it's almost in a rock setting. There's no sleigh bells being played. It's a really nice song, man. If you don't know,
bells is a good thing already.
Yeah. It's already on Felipe's nice list.
So why don't you just do? Those songs are going to be in the playlist.
They'll all be in. These will all be in the playlist. Yeah.
Everything we mention here, guys, is on a playlist.
Absolutely.
After the show, but I won't listen to them.
That's fine.
Specifically this stuff.
It's all for you guys. Right, Felipe, tell us your favourite Christmas song.
Ooh, number 1. Right. Funny or not, this is a cheesy one. It was meant to be cheesy. It was meant to be a bit of kind of traditional Christmas vibe, and it's "I Believe in Father Christmas" by Greg Lake. So Greg Lake, after he left Emerson, Lake and Palmer and started his solo career, he was trying to do things that were different from the progressive rock stuff, and he came up with this song for Christmas. And he said there was 3 kinds of Christmas songs. One is the religious songs. The other kind of Christmas songs is the party songs.
Yeah.
And the third type would be the ones about the feelings related to Christmas. And he said, this is one of them. And as far as I know, he wrote all the feelings and all the words that reminded him of Christmas in pieces of paper.
Oh, wow.
And then he started, okay, let's pick this one. Okay, I believe...
As a lyric?
Yes, exactly.
Wow,
that's
fantastic.
why it's I believe in Father Christmas, I believe in, peace on earth, I believe.
Yeah.
It's about the things he truly feels about.
So this is a proper Christmas song written from the heart of the writer.
That's what I believe. So it's not like, I want to do this because it makes sense commercially because it's Christmas time, but also what kind of feelings I really have towards Christmas, and that's rock and roll.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I've never heard the song.
Yeah, but that's why my top 3 are all like rock artists. Because that's what I think is the the style that I like the best.
That appeals to you for Christmas.
Yes,
Excellent. Well, my favourite Christmas song is
number 1.
Mary's Boy Child by Boney M. Do you know the one? Because it's very kind of Boney M were like a reggae. Soulful gospel group. You might have heard it. The video is them all dressed in white, and it's Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Do you know that one? No, it's lovely because they're these 4. I think they're a 4-piece, and they're all obviously fantastic gospel and R&B singers, and you get this really beautiful, gospel mixed with reggae vibe in a Christmas song, and I think it stands out, and the melodies are lovely, their voices are lovely, the lyrics are cheesy, I suppose, but then again, that's basically 75% of the criteria for a Christmas song.
I'll consider to listen to
yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, I appreciate that. Well, anyway, that brings to an end the Laz and Felipe's top 5 Christmas songs. So I think we're at the end of the episode now, guys. Thank you very much for joining us and being part of not only this episode, but our journey so far as a whole. This is I think this is going to be episode 11. So we've managed, we started in mid-August, so we've done 11 episodes since then, and we got so much planned, haven't we? We're really excited about what the future holds, and
I just want to say a few words. I want to thank everyone who's listened to us, because when people say I wasn't expecting anything out of this project and it came out nicely, and this time it's actually true. Laz came up with the idea, so he's in charge of it, and hats off to you, man, for doing all the hard work.
It's hard, it's
a lot of hard work to get this show together.
But at the same time, it's not the show the way it is without you. So thank you as well for co-hosting.
I know. But yeah, so thanks for doing all the hard work, and thanks to everyone who's been with us, following everything we do musically and everything we do with the podcast.
Yeah,
and
we've got exciting plans for 2022.
We got some nice stuff coming up. We're going to have very, very special guests for next year, so stay tuned.
Yeah,
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, the one thing we want to try and expand on from next year is we obviously want to keep the base of our show the same. So you'll get episodes of me and Felipe talking about albums, talking about our bands. But what we want to start doing is getting guests on, don't we, regularly? Not necessarily the same guests, but we want people we work with. We want our music idols. That's what Felipe's talking about when he says special guests. We're not going to mention any names, but we're going to get in contact with a lot of our music idols to come and talk to us, talk with us. So we got big hopes for 2022. We're really happy with the way it's going, and we can't thank you enough, really, for joining us and being on this journey with us.
And hope you guys are still with us for the next Christmas.
Oh, yeah, and I'll have my song written by then.
Yes.
So, guys, thank you very much. As usual, please find us on our socials. On Twitter and Instagram, we are at longliverocknrollpod. On Facebook and YouTube, you can search the Long Live Rock and Roll Podcast. For Apple Podcast users, we would so appreciate you giving us a review on the Apple Podcasts app, because it helps us with the algorithms and the visibility, so we'd appreciate that. But as we've already said, guys, thank you so much for joining us and being part of this journey with us. We got loads more planned, we're having so much fun, and we hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are.
Yeah, thanks for everything. And I'll see you guys next year.
Yeah, and happy Christmas, everyone. Have a fantastic new year. We've got the next episode out on January 3rd. It will be the first episode of 2022.
All right, happy Christmas, everyone.
And as always, long live rock and roll.